Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to. You already know. You already know what happened. It's day 13. And it's currently like 5:50 something in the morning. It's about to be 6. I'm so tired. Guys, I literally had a dream about me buying a calculator. Like, I don't really remember what it was, but I just remember it involved me looking for a calculator, which is crazy. But today, I have the same breakfast. My yogurt bowls look pretty immaculate today. But here's the macros. And here it is in all its glory. Eggs. Bro, these pieces of bread are actually so tiny. Like, look at, like, brother. Anyways, bacon. Holy moly. That's the rest of my raspberries and my blueberries. Then my 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna make my oatmeal and then eat it and then finish getting ready and then go to work and then do that. And then, so I think things for today is attempt my quiz, hopefully 3 times, but at least once. Edit, hit gym and macros, read. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do for the last one. Maybe go to bed on time will be the last one. But that should be pretty easy because I don't have to wake up till like 8:30 tomorrow or like 8. So I should be fine. But yeah, pretty busy day, I guess you could say. And I'll see y'all when I'm eating my chicken so we can talk about what I read. So goodbye. Alright, I have my oatmeal bowl and I kind of overdid it with the water. So hopefully this doesn't taste like shite, but I'll show y'all anyways. I'm a little ashamed. But yeah, it's about to be 6:30, so I low-key need to hurry it up and just get ready so I can go put the fries in the bag, put the donuts in the bag, if you know what I mean. So it tastes fine. But yeah, I will see y'all. Oh, I was 150 today, so we're back in the 150s. But yeah, that is all. So I'll see y'all when I'm eating chicken. Alright, it's chicken time, but I haven't read yet. I did my first attempt on the quiz, and perhaps I was too harsh, or too worried, I should say. It's literally the easiest thing I've ever seen. But, yeah, I didn't bring my chicken to work like an idiot, because I go in at 7, I woke up at 5:15 to have enough time to eat breakfast and make oatmeal, and I was still, like, somehow about to be late, so I forgot my chicken, I forgot my hat, so I had to use a spare one. And yeah, I still went to the gym after work anyways, because I'm just not trying to drive everywhere. And there's like a Dollar Tree like right outside my Shipley's, so I went in there just to like see if they had calculators by chance, and they did, bro. This is like it's literally, I feel like if I breathe on this thing too hard, it'll break. But I'm just gonna use it for this one quiz and then order like a new one on Amazon. But I'm tired, honestly. I don't know if I might take a nap. It's only 4 right now. So, there's still a lot of day left, but I definitely want to be asleep by 12 so I can, get my 8 hours and not feel terrible. And honestly, I think I might have like a French toast and chicken strips tonight, but it depends. I don't know. I want to eat a lot because Sundays I feel like I literally just fast until like 4. So yeah. Oh, here's the macros. I don't know if I showed my chicken. I'll show it because I'm eating it now. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch YouTube. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I'll just eat this, probably read. Oh, I'll probably read like a little bit later so I can read before I eat dinner and then talk about it with my dinner. But yeah, I don't know. Work was all right. There was like a lot of complainers today. Like, I don't know. I guess I understand it, but like we run out of stuff a lot, and like since we make everything, like like if we run out of kolaches and there's some in the oven, then it's gonna be like a 20-minute wait. So like you tell them we don't have any kolaches, and then most people are like, oh, like whatever, like they're like they don't make a big deal, but then there's like some people that just like act like it's the end of the world, and it's like, really, like you're just gonna freak out over literally food that you're buying? That's crazy. But yeah, other than that, it was a good day. It was leg day today. Decent workout because I didn't really have, I don't know, I just felt like I was on an empty stomach, but well, I was. So okay, I'm just yapping right now. Here's the macros. I'll see y'all for dinner time, which will be more informational and not just yap, yap, yap. Alright. This last meal is actually a little bit ridiculous looking. But before I show y'all, I want to put the macros first. And, okay, first, there's the macros, but let's talk about what I read. So basically, famine has gripped the world, right? And Joseph's brothers back in Canaan are obviously suffering because of it. So their dad is like, go to Egypt because I heard they're the ones that have all the food, and basically get us food because we're starving out here. But Jacob makes sure that he doesn't let the youngest son Benjamin go. Probably like out of fear, or it is out of fear that something would happen to him like it did to Joseph. So they go to Egypt, all 10 brothers, right? Because there's 12 in total, and Joseph had the dream of the 11, right? So that's 12. And so the 10 brothers go to Egypt, and they appear in front of Joseph, right? Their brother who they thought is dead, or their brother who they sold. So yeah, they think he's dead. And Joseph immediately recognizes them. They don't recognize him, but he like puts on that like an act. He pretends he doesn't know them, and he's like, where are y'all from? Like, what are you here for? And he's like, and they're like, we're here like for food. Like, we come from Canaan. Like, there's 10 of us basically. And he's like, you're liars. Like, you're just here to like spy on the land. Basically, you're here to like find the weak points. And they're like, no. Like, we swear. Like, we're just here to like get food basically. And he's like, no, like, you're liars, basically. And he's like, the only way that you can essentially prove yourself to me that you're not, like, here to be spies is to leave one of your brothers here, right? Because he, like, asked him a bunch of questions about, like, where they're from and, like, how many brothers they have, like, if their father's still alive, because he's their brother, but they don't know. And then he's like, the only way, like, that, like, you can prove you're basically, like, you're not a spy is to leave one of your brothers here, which is Simeon, is the one that they leave, and go back, like, take, I'll give you food, go back, feed your, like, starving family, and then bring your brother, like, come back here and bring your youngest brother so that all your brothers are here. And they're like, okay, basically, so that, like, basically he takes them all to prison, leaves them there for 3 days, like, because he says they're spies, and then he ties up Simeon in front of him, and then like he sends him off. So the 10 brothers return, and they basically tell their dad what happened. Or so like on their way back, they like camp out somewhere, and they see that the money that they paid for like all their things was basically put back into their bags. So like they're like, oh, also while they were in prison, so they were talking in like a different language, but Joseph like knew what they were saying because obviously they're brothers and like they come from the same land, and he had like a translator basically, and they were like, this is basically what we get, like we're paying the price for what we did to Joseph, like the way we killed him. And one of the brothers was like I told y'all, like we shouldn't have spilled his blood basically. But like, you know, they're all at fault because they all went along with it. But anyways, so they take the food, they pay for it, the money, like Joseph's like assistants, I guess, put the money back into their bags, and they leave. And like at the camp, they all like open their bags, and they see that like the money that they spent was all like returned basically, and like that just scares them. So they're like why is this happening to us? Like why is God doing this to us? So anyways, they go all the way back to their house, and they tell their dad, their father Jacob, and he's like, first I lose Joseph, now like Simeon's gone, and now like he wants to kill Benjamin basically. And they're like we really had no choice. Like he was just like asking us questions like about like where we're from, how many siblings we have, who our father is, like how are we supposed to know that he like intended on keeping one of us, or like seeing, you know, our youngest brother. And Joseph's like, well, you know what, like I'm not sending y'all, like I'm not sending Benjamin, I'm not about to lose my other son. And basically time passes, and you know the famine is so bad that they need food. So he's like, y'all need to go back to Egypt and like get us food. And they're like, well, we're not going because, you know, the guy said, like the king, who's Joseph, but they don't know, he said that like if you like, you can't appear in front of me, like I won't talk to you unless all your brothers are here. And basically Jacob is like obviously super reluctant like to like let them go, but he's like, all right, basically you're gonna take the money that you took, you're gonna take more money, you're gonna take like a bunch of gifts, like I think it was like I know it was like pecans, almonds, and like, you know, just like some other gifts, and you're gonna present it to the king, right? And so then he lets their brother Benjamin go. So now it's 11 brothers, or 10 brothers, like all their brothers are going, right? Including the youngest one, Benjamin. And basically they show up, and Joseph sees them, and he's like, he tells his assistant, go get them and bring them to the palace, so, because they're going to eat with me tonight. And basically their assistant is like, you know, come with me to them, and they're like, oh, like we're cooked, bro. Like he's just bringing us here to like take all our stuff and then make us slaves. And the servant's like, no, like, you know, like don't worry basically. So he brings them there, and like they obviously, like before they go in, they like tell him like, here's the money, like the money was put back into our bags, like here's the money that we got back plus more money for like, you know, the food. And basically like they feed their animals there, like they basically like treat them good, and they like seat them at the table. And Joseph comes out, and he basically sees like his youngest brother, and he just tells him like, he basically just tells him like how much he loves him basically. And like just seeing his younger brother like just made him so emotional that like he had to leave the room and basically just like cry his eyes out, which is so sad honestly. But then he comes back, and he like seats like all his brothers in order from like youngest to oldest, and he serves them basically. And like Benjamin serving the youngest sibling is like, it says 5 times like what his other brothers is. So I guess that's like symbolism. Oh, also, so like when they first get to Egypt, right, like when Jacob also like initially sends them, all of them like kneel down to Joseph. And then Joseph remembers his dream that he had when he like, you know, was with us, when he was with his brothers when he was 17, where like, you know, the 11 sheep bowed to his sheep. And, you know, it was basically like the prophecy coming true. And yeah, also like when they come back the second time, they all like kneel to him. So yeah, Joseph was right. And so I think after this chapter, it talks about, or the next chapter is going to be like the last test, basically to his brothers. But yeah, so then they, like at the end of the chapters that I read, they just basically eat dinner. And yeah, so it was a good chapter. Really sad, honestly, how like just seeing his youngest brother like just brings him to tears, because he knows, like, you know, he's probably like the favorite son now, and like he obviously knows what happened to him when he was the youngest sibling. But yeah, really good chapters today. Now let me show you. I don't know if this is showing while I was talking, but we have French toast and chicken. Jesus, seven breads, chicken, guys. Don't give me credit, you know, before you say, wow, Jesus, that looks really good and really creative. How did you think of that? I didn't, okay? I stole it from TikTok. But who cares, all right? Who cares? I'm about to demolish this meal. And I think I'm gonna probably finish my quiz up, or like try again and see, because I did terrible the first attempt, but like you get to see the correct answers, and then like the people in like my group were saying that, or like my group me for like the class were saying that like each one gives you different questions, but I hope it's just like the same questions with different numbers, because then I'd be chilling. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess my last task for the day would be to stretch, which is something I did at the gym. So today was stretch, hit gym and macros, read, edit video, and go to sleep on time, so at 12 or before 12. I also took a nap, like an hour nap, so that was pretty goated. But yeah, if you're watching this, thank you very much. And yeah, day 13 was pretty good, so I will see y'all tomorrow for day 14. Day 14? It's already the second week? That's crazy. Or is it day 12? Maybe I'm lying. I don't even know. I'm losing track of the days. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. So like and subscribe.